This is Jeff with Eternity Shore. Hear that? Got a woodpecker or two. Birds. You see the date on that right there? That's March 30th. This is the earliest we've ever put the boat in the water. And it's kind of a strange launch because our goal is to get this thing floating and get it over to Edwards Boatyard, where they're going to be doing some work for the next month or so. Everything is a little bit crazy. The timing of everything is nuts. We had the boat professionally detailed, so that's the first thing we'll look at when we get up there. And they just finished last night. So, man, I'm just really hoping those engines are going to start up. You know, do your own winterization. And the moment they put you in the water, you hope you don't leak everywhere, and you hope it starts up. I had someone that was going to come help me do this work, and yesterday they got sick, so I asked 5 other people to come. Thankfully, my son was able to come. He works in the school system, and they have off this week. All right, we are almost there.
We are almost there. We are not there, if you haven't been able to tell yet.
We're almost there, though. So I don't know if the boat will be up in a sling or not, but she should look great because Jody just finished doing detailing both inside and out, which, of course, when the marina starts doing all their work on the engine, will get a little bit destroyed again. But I was glad that she did it, so I'm going to take a look at that. First, we are going to grab the extension cord and plug her in so she gets the batteries charged up. All right, we're not moved. Clearly moving day. There we go. Wow, she did an amazing job. Jody did a great job. First thing we did was get power to the boat and tried to charge up the batteries for about 45 minutes before they picked up the boat. And then I had Jeffrey go into the engine room and we checked the oil and double checked hoses before we were going to get picked up and put in. One of the reasons I needed my son with me was this is 3 weeks after surgery and I am not in any great shape to do anything. So it was kind of a stretch for me to be there at all, but we needed to get the boat in the water. Now you can see that she doesn't look great with cords on the back. I got the 30 amp cables out. We didn't have a lot of time to put stuff away, and we needed to get on the water. This is the beginning of our 5th season, so this is the 5th time we have been placed in the water. There's always a lot of stress because you don't know if the engines are going to start or not, and it is kind of a stressful moment. You'll see here coming up that it was quite dreary, and despite the weather forecast that said that the rain would hold off, it did in fact rain most of the time that we're out there. All right, we're off.
We did it.
Sort of.
Well, someone did it.
We're going to take it easy. The port side engine is leaking a little bit by one of the hoses. Just dripping right now. All right, we've started the season, but we haven't started the season. That's a nice sized plane coming into Martin State Airport. And we're on our way to Edwards. pull up a little map so you can see it. Okay, so this is Stansbury Marina. Ignore that pool, that is not part of our marina. And that is our slip right there, though that is not our boat since this is taken previously with Google Earth. And we go down the Middle River and then across just south of Martin State Airport, Frog Mortar Creek, and we head ourselves all the way up to Edwards Boatyard. And this is exactly where we end up putting the boat, in that fourth slip to the left of the lift. It proved to be quite an adventure. It was incredibly windy and there was a lot of current. So we got in here. Wasn't very easy, was it?
No. No, it wasn't. I ran around back and forth across the boat like a
crazy man. The slip was about a 50-foot slip, I think, for a 30-foot boat, 34-foot boat, maybe 60-foot slip. And I'm not used to not having a lot of pier to work with. And so we got it there, though. Hey, before I close this one out, be sure to check out episode 227 if you missed it, our boating season summary. So as I close this out, I will show you some scenes from that. Do us a favor, if you haven't subscribed yet and you like the content, go ahead and subscribe and like and share with your friends. Thanks for watching this episode of Eternity Shore. Hopefully they'll get to work on the boat with all the things that need to be done. You can view a couple episodes back to see what that list is. I will check back in soon, hopefully in about a week, with an update. And hopefully we'll get season 5 underway. All right, take care.